What's good with YouTube? It's your boy T from TNG Gaming. In the background, I got some Madden 16 Trav Champions gameplay. And then the series, not this game, but I do end up going 4-0. I think this is my second game I end up playing. Now, the sad thing about that is my other two games, I don't know what happened with my Elgato, but like half of it, like literally, like the last 2 seconds of the game started glitching out. So I was like, are you serious? And I came back and won that game 21-14. I went 4-0. And I got my head-to-head pack, which you get 5 Trav Champion badges, and you put that. Well, I put it towards my double elite. I need two more. And I'm good to go. This guy I was up against really wasn't that good, and I probably should have won by more. But I'm not the best Madden player. I'm not even. I would say I'm like below average. I'm really not that good at this game. But we end up pulling this off, and the gameplay in here is, I think I end up winning. He leaves in the second quarter, so I was like, let me just talk about my thoughts on this game. The last Madden I played was like Madden 12. I think it had the running back off from the Browns off. I don't know anybody on the Browns, but I think he was on the cover. This game, it's okay. It's not bad. I mean, I wanted to have a football game, which is why I got it. And I wanted to see what was the hype about this Ultimate Team besides the other one. So I ended up getting a deluxe edition. I paid the bread for it. It's not a bad game. Only things I don't like is I feel like sometimes on defense, no matter all the adjustments you do, sometimes you just might be screwed. But that could be me just not being good at the game. But there's examples now. It could be when, because I'm in a rookie tier in my Ultimate Team. But you have like nobody's like just Randy Mossing you in the outfield, and it's ridiculous. That aggressive catch is, I don't want to say it's OP. I guess because of the difficulty it was at the time. But sometimes you're just like, if it's not an elite wide receiver, you shouldn't be making catches like that, man. But the game, they actually call penalties. The last time I see them call a penalty in this game on head to head was kind of went outside by accident. They actually called penalties because I believe each player has their own penalty tendencies. So if a certain player likes to hold a lot in real life, he'll be holding for your team, so you might not want to get him. The game is very realistic. It's not all clunky. You could actually imitate your favorite team's defense or offense, play for play, formation by formation. Everything's good on the field. If you do lose, it's because you just didn't make the adjustments. Sometimes you might just get cheated up, but that's a small chance. You have to really know your football to be good at the game. I mean, you can get away with some stuff in cheese, but defense is really a big part. You can get away with offense, but if you can't stop someone from doing what they're doing on offense, it's going to be a long game for you. You have to realize what your opponent is doing. You have to realize that fast for you to get an advantage. Now, the packs and stuff, like I said, I'm new to Madden, pretty much. Opened up a few packs here and there. I get 3 packs every week, grinding up these solos. Man, these solos, tell me how y'all doing with those solos, because these solos, I has me on the game for an hour before I got to get off, because I'm just like, is the journey solos. They're not even like, once you get to the starter ones, and it's like you're down 14 points in the half, and it's up against a team like the Broncos, and it's ridiculous. It's hard challenges, and the scoring isn't hard. It's playing defense, because the computer will just start throwing dots and dots and dots and dots. I was up against Colt McCoy. He was playing like he was Tom Brady. I was like, no way is that acceptable for him to be playing like that. But I know it is what it is. Computer's gonna give you a challenge. I'm okay with that. But some of those solos is just ridiculous. But the rewards you get are good. When you do some of the journey ones, you get pro packs, captain tokens, a whole bunch of stuff. If you do the style ones, you get players for each one. And then you get coins. So you might get, for the first one in that side, you might get 1,000. The next one is 2,000, so on and so on and so on. But the difficulty, goes up from rookie to all Madden. So obviously it gets harder as you go up, which is why the reward is much greater. I haven't dived into the career mode. Once you play like 2K's career mode and there's a story to it, I honestly get bored of just playing games and just playing games and just playing another game. But I think in this one they have objectives and you gain experience for your teammates for them better. So try that out and do a series for that. Probably usually I always do a quarterback. Any sport games I always try to do someone who has the ball a lot. So if it's basketball, I'm a point guard, football, quarterback. But I probably will try like running back, wide receiver, or maybe a cornerback. I don't know. I still gotta experience that. The online, like online head to head, and just the online experience in general is very good. I haven't experienced lag, honestly. Have experienced not one lag problem in this game, so it's very smooth, it's very fresh. Everything's just on point, and this Trap Champions game mode is amazing because if you don't want to play Ultimate Team and feel like you have to spend, I don't know, $40, $50 a week or some of y'all a day just to get your best players, you can it's kind of like cheating. You can kind of get a preview of players who you want. So in Draft Champions, if you don't know how that works, it's 15 rounds and you draft a team. You start off with the coach. Usually how I draft my team is whatever coach I pick, I try to just get that play style. But sometimes some people just go for the higher overall. I try to go for the play style and see who I need and what I need. Usually I would try to build around my defense and start that off first because they seem to favor defense more than offense in this Draft Champions, because sometimes I'll get all good defensive players and then like 10th round I'm just now getting like wide receivers and running backs, in my case at least, because they'll give you a lot of quarterbacks, so you could wait to the last round. I remember I think I have Matt Ryan in this round. He's not bad, but I'm not picking him again. As you see in this video, he's gonna just overthrow some of the easiest passes, which is why I said I should have won by more against this kid. I picked Matt Ryan, and right after that, I got Randall Cunningham. So that was pretty fun. And I'm not going to pick another quarterback. And wide receivers in this, if you have with Draft Champions, if you have a good quarterback, you have one wide receiver with good spectacular catching traffic and jumping, you could pretty much guarantee yourself you're going to get those third down conversions. I had on one of my solo ones where I was doing solos, I had Brian Franaran. That boy right there, you just if it's man, don't play man because you're getting beat every time. You toss up to him and he's mossing you to the fullest. And I like that. I'm going to try to complete his set in Ultimate Team so I can get him. Completing sets in Ultimate Team is very, very hard. I'm new to the set stuff. Like they had it in 2K. I don't know if they had it in live or even if they have it in MLB. But you complete a set and you get like a legend from that set. So they have one for legends and then they have one for normal players. So if I completed this for, I don't know, let's say Patriots, that's my favorite team, I would get an elite Tom Brady or the elite captain from that team. But the thing with that is once you put them in the set, you can't use them no more. So let's say I didn't know this at the time. When I first started the set, I put one of my good players in there. And I was like, oh no, I don't want to do that. But it's too late. He's already locked into the set. But that's cool. There's a lot of stuff for you. You don't have to. They don't make you feel like you have to buy coins or points to have a team. I have a friend who's been playing this game since release, just doing straight up solos. I think he opened up like one or two packs, but even before then, he had about, I want to say 50K off of solos. Just solos. You can grind out solos. You could spend 2 weeks doing solos. If you beat journeys, no, if you just beat the styles alone, you'll probably end up with like 180K. If you beat the journeys, you'll probably end up with probably another 100K. So right there, you got about almost 300K, if not 300K. You don't have to buy packs. You don't. So I'm not gonna say don't waste your money, but obviously, if you just having a good week or whatever, drop $20, drop maybe 50 if you want. Packs aren't really that bad. People feel like they have to get an elite. I don't mind if I don't get an elite as long as the goal is good. Because in this game, which I've learned quickly, there's a lot of sleeper cards. Like if you guys don't know about that Darrell Green Beckham, you guys are slipping, because that boy right there is amazing. If you don't have a Calvin Johnson, then you get him. He's a silver card. I think he's probably worth, I don't know, you're probably gonna for like 1900. He's not just a good budget card. If you could pull him pack, that's even better. If you could grind him out and find him in a solo somewhere hidden, that's even better. There's a lot of sleepers. You can probably do well with an all silver team, no goals, or an all gold team and no elites. But a lot of people off the bat, you're just gonna buy packs, buy packs, and buy packs until they get the best team, which is cool and all. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's not that hard for your team to go to. I think they start you off the base team. You probably start off like a 70 overall. I've been playing this game here and there. Like I said, I can only tolerate the game, but for so long, doing those solos and all that stuff, 'cause I'm not that good and I don't like losing. I try my best. I do what I do. You can't get better unless you play and you play and you play. So I'll play a head-to-head game and online ranked, or I go to Ultimate Team and Draft Champions. I'll just play a game and I'll learn my tendencies and learn the playbooks offensively and defensively. Because you have to learn those playbooks. It'd be best for you to not change up your playbooks. But I had my team at a 70, and I was at a 78. And I spent $1 on this game. It's been grinding out solos, flipping players here and there. People buy anything off the auction. Anything. Never quick sell your place, because you will always get more in the auction than you will if you quick sell. If you have a bronze player and it says quick sell for 10 coins, you could probably flip them for 100. I'd rather have 100 than 25 coins. I don't know about you, but that's just me doing the math. They have weekly challenges, which is great because I don't like paying for contracts. I hate paying for contracts with a passion. But they have a weekly challenge, and you just play the game. I think they had before a big contract where you would play, I forgot, I think it was like the Lions and like another team, and you get 250 contracts. Boom, just like that. That's a lot of contracts. They have, I've never seen this before. It was the coin up challenge, where you would pick whatever you play, both teams that were playing that night. So it was the Raiders and Cardinals. You would get two sets of cards. You would get one card for which team you wanted to win. I picked the Cardinals, and then you would pick on how or what they would win that game. So it was like 5,000 for if the Cardinals got a rushing touchdown, which they did. I went with the most realistic one. The next one was 3 sacks for like 15K. They came short and got 2 sacks. A lot of people were mad about that. The other one was the Raiders returning or getting an offensive touchdown for 40K. I knew that was going to happen. So there's a lot of ways for you to flip coins, and that I like that because it makes you watch the games. Because I know a lot of people are not watching the Raiders and Cardinals in preseason. I know I wouldn't have. I would have skipped right over that game because I don't care about those teams. But since I had money, I ain't gonna say money, but since I had coins for that team, I watched the game. The game was it was a really good game, honestly. It was a good game. It was a really good game. So I like this game. My impression is if you don't have it, should you go out and buy it for the full 60? I'm gonna tell you no, just because first off, if you're a franchise mode player, it's broken. They even sent out a message saying don't play online or don't play the franchise mode because there's messed up. You could have somebody not playing on the bench, but as long as you're getting experience, his rating will boost up. I don't think it's worth 60. It's a good game, but I just feel like it's missing something. I don't think it's worth 60. He quits right here, or he's already quit. I made somebody rage with that. Make me so happy, but I mean, I will wait for the price drop. It's just Madden. If you play Madden 15, this is just like Madden 15. I seen some gameplay in Madden 15. It's the same game. All they added was the new catching mechanics and defense mechanics. Besides that, it's the exact same game, honestly. So if you have Madden 15, you probably keep on playing that for a little bit longer. But eventually, make your way to this before it's too far and you can't really get an ultimate game. So play that a little bit and try to get this for maybe price drop around 40. Wait till Black Friday, because that's only right around the corner. And Black Friday, then you'll get all the deals coming up for this game. You could probably get this for still at Best Buy or anything. I'll rate it a 7 out of 10. I'm not really big on Madden like that, but it's a fun game if you know what you're doing. Even if you're not, you can still have fun learning. And that's what I think of the game. I'm T. I am reporting out now. See ya.